everybody has their own story.
Yeah.
You know, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are, who you think you are. Take a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, you're no better than anybody else, man. But I don't care whether you got $100 million in the bank or you got 10 cents.
Yeah.
Right? You're still all going to the same place. You're still all going to end up dead.
Yeah.
Right? And while you're here, show a little bit of compassion for your fellow man.
Yeah.
Because, hey, that could be your son or your daughter or whatever. Your mom or your dad or...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's... You know, it's because things are good today doesn't mean tomorrow's going to be better.
Yeah.
Right? It could be worse in a heartbeat. You know, and people forget that so fast.
People's perspectives on it, like what you're saying about why do people end up staying in shelters and not getting housed, or like how is housing ineffective. I was talking to one of the social workers, and he was saying that a lot of people, even when they do get housed, suddenly you're away from this whole like sense of community that you had built.
Well, that's the biggest thing it is.
Yeah, you come back and
because
visit.
at least there you're not alone.
Yeah.
Everybody there has got some kind of mental issue. I don't care what it is. There's abuse, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, whatever. There's some kind of mental issue that's going on. And when people have those things going on, they isolate.
Yeah.
Or pretty hard to isolate there when you go down for breakfast in the morning and there's 300 people.
Yeah.
Right? You can't really isolate.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that makes a big difference for a lot of people. But also then you get people that come in there and take advantage of everything they can. They play the system to a T. I mean, I heard that there was a guy in there that's worth over $1 million. He's in there staying in there.
What?
Oh, listen, I know a guy. I met this guy. Okay, right? He stays at the Mustard Seed from April till November. Works every day, and he goes to Costa Rica for 4 months.
Wow.
Comes back and does the same thing over again.
Wow.
So no. Like, look, if you got a bank account and you got $50,000, $80,000, $100,000, $500,000 in it, how are you allowed to stay in a shelter? You're taking away a bed from somebody that actually needs it. But how do you go about checking these things? There's privacy issues and all kinds of stuff that go on here, right?
So these are people just looking for a cheap hotel, pretty much.
Well, hey, who knows what? Look at the last place I expected to ever to be was a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
You think I want to be here?
No, totally.
Man, if the weather was nice enough and I had a tent, I'd sleep outside. Okay?
Yeah.
Like that's. If you would have told me 2 years ago this is where I was going to end up, I would have said you're on glue.
So what's the experience like?
Yeah.
Can you paint us a picture?
I sleep on the floor, on a mat. It's this thick. Me the bad if I get. I mean, you're this far apart from each other. 4 inches on each side. I was molested when I was young. I can't handle that shit. Right? I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I had to come from sleep so you can sleep.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I used to have because I'm medical, right? I get a bottom bunk, I have my own bed, like there's between here and say, you know, the next guy too. We both can get up and walk out at the same time and not have to worry about running into each other. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a little bit of space there, and it's just for the amount of money that just we waste on nothing. I mean, and to not care about human life, it's a sin.
That's what boggles my mind with the economy.
It just it boggles your mind. It boggles my mind. I just don't get it. And there's so much prejudice going on. There's certain factions of the.
Like, is there support for addiction, or like how does that work?
Look, they got a free. They got a free. What do you call that? Consumption site there. You're allowed to do needles. You're allowed to snort it, but you're not allowed to smoke.
Oh.
So I mean, what's that? What's that about?
Yeah.
So I mean, if either you do needles, they'll give you support. But if you're a crackhead, go on the street and do it. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no common ground here. There's no how would you call that? There's no method to the madness. You know, if you're a junkie, okay, but if you're not a junkie, then fend for yourself. Like, we're all drug addicts. Of some sort or another. So you mean for me to get all the things I need that I get everybody else, I got to go start doing needles now? What's that? It's just like that. It's prejudice. I mean, you let the person that does a needle gets more support than a person that does a pipe. Well, there's no difference. You're still a drug addict,
Yeah.
right? So why is it's like I don't even know how to say it. It's just
There's
not.
kind of like no common sense.
Well,
to
there's
the system
a
or
disconnect there.
Yeah.
You know, if you're one type of addict, you get all this stuff. But if you're another type of addict, fend for yourself.
Do you think that has anything to do with like the recent legalization in cannabis and the fact that like now there's more education around smoking being acceptable versus before? Maybe, I don't know.
If anything should be illegal, it should be alcohol.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And these doctors that prescribe opiates. Simple as that.
Yeah, definitely.
Simple as that. They cause more harm, more death, more destruction than any other drug known to man, as far as I'm concerned. How many potheads go out and get in a brawl? They might empty your fridge on you.
Okay, so if you grew cannabis in Victoria, what brought you to Calgary?
Actually, I was going around the island, like how it's in Honeymoon Bay. I just got back into the cocaine. Lost everything.
Yeah.
It's always been my downfall. Since I was 17 years old. You know, I get on, I go up here, I get cocaine, I go,
Yeah.
and I hit rock bottom, and I get off the stuff, and then I go back up there, and then all of a sudden I think, I'll just do it for one weekend.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, 2 years later, or 3 years later, back at the bottom again.
So
This is the fourth time
yeah.
in 40 years.
So before all this, right? Like you were a grower. So what
Yeah.
were you doing before you ended up at the mustard seed?
I
Like
was
life before. Yeah.
I was just it was so much fun, man.
Yeah.
Like life was simple. You bought a couple lights, got a place to live, got a garage happening. You got it all set up with fans, timers, blah blah blah, and then bought some clones from a friend. I'll tell you a little story. Okay? This was in 1996, and then I'm in Victoria. I go to Honeymoon Bay, and I met this friend of mine. And I tell him, I said, look, it's winter time. It's like in January. I said, let's grow some pot outdoors. He goes, I've been trying to grow pot outdoors for years and never get nothing of it. I said, look, I said, you do what I tell us. I have a plan here. It's in January, so I said, you know where there's a swamp around here? He goes, yes, I do. Just outside of town. So we walk into this swamp. It's wintertime, okay? There's no leaves on, no trees or nothing. So we look. So the sun rises over there, sets over there. Okay, so now this winter, so the sun's it's a lot lower, right? Summertime's gonna be a lot higher up. So we go around, we scout around. I say, okay, these trees got to come down. These trees got to come down. We take out about 20 trees. There's a stream now going through the swamp. Right, so we put a patch of 20 here, a patch of 8 here, no, a patch of 20, a patch of 12, a patch of 8, I know, a patch of 10, so that would 32, 42, and then way over for another spot, we put a patch of 8. So we got 4 patches. 3 of them are right close to each other. Okay, and that's where that's where I'm gonna put my tent, my outhouse.
Yeah.
Well, it's not outhouse, it's hole in the ground. But it's all right, not far away. So we go in. So now we go and we buy a bunch of number 1 sunshine mix. We pack all this soil in January. So by the time spring comes around in the middle of February and March, everything starts coming up. We've had everything already in the woods, right? So nothing that's fallen down. It doesn't look like it's been, just freshly cut down. It's been there. Everything grows up green and everything's hidden. So we got a couple little ways to come in and out of the place. Me and my friend put 50 plants in there. Okay, they're all females. I named them all, and we're in there. We take turns, shifts, staying in there 3 days at a time. We come in. We take turns coming in and out, like bringing in supplies and everything. So we live with them all summer. Now, Well, I'm sitting in there one day. I'm sitting in the middle of one of my patches, reading hockey news, and there goes the helicopter, the heat seeker, looking for wildfires. They catch the guy just down the road from us. He's taken a bow and arrow, got a deer, and built an open fire. So here's October, August. It's fire season, and right, they see smoke. What do you know? Next thing you know, there's 1,000 big, 100 big firemen and cops or whatever flying in the. I could hear them tromping through the woods, and just outside of me because I was in a swamp. They wouldn't come into the swamp, right? Because it was all growing up and everything. And we ended up growing like probably 35 pounds outdoor weed that summer. And that was the start of stimulating the economy for Honeymoon Bay. In the wintertime when there's, you know what I mean? Like, and that was sort of when I fell in love with growing pot. It's like, and then in 2010 I got my license from the government to grow legally indoor. So that's what I've been doing ever since. But I haven't grown since for over a year now. But I got grandfathered in because of when I was in, like we won that con running. We all fought there to get when they wanted to take out all licenses away from medical patients that were growing their own. I got grandfathered in, so I'm allowed to still grow my 49 plants.
Cool. And then.
But another thing that's so stupid is I'm allowed to grow 49 plants of marijuana. I've been growing pots since I'm 17. I've been doing this for 43 years, and I got these people from America whatever coming in here, and like, they couldn't friggin', you know, you grow a friggin' marijuana plant like you've been on. But they get all you know, because they got money, they got all the whatever. I mean, I know medical patients that have got stuff in the mail that had mold in it. These people are sick and they're feeding them stuff that's making them more sick. You read all the time about these companies that have had to destroy crops because of this and like that. Just throw no more money than brains. I can't get a job because I have criminal record. The marijuana industry. How dumb is that? Really, I got a criminal record when I was 18 years old for roach and a roach clip. I got a $75 fine and a criminal record for a roach and a roach clip.
So in your lifetime, it took 43 years to become legalized.
Pretty well, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. It is.
Like, we're getting a pardon for that
Oh,
help.
buddy, I got way more than that now.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
But that was, that was sort of my, that was sort of my, oh, fuck the system. Excuse my language, but you know what I mean? Like, like, I made more money growing pot in one summer. Like, the sun and the moon and the wind and the rain did all the work. All I do is plant the freaking things and eat a little bit of food. And I had more fun and made more money in 90 days than I could have done working in any freaking job known a man here. Pretty well, you know what I mean? And they're saying, well, no, you can't do that. Well, watch me.
Was this back in Ontario?
No, this is in Honeymoon Bay in 96.
Okay.
Right? It's just like, you know, it's like, then they wonder why there's people that are home. I mean, if you were a chance to be in your garden every day, and at the end of 4 months, make 50 grand, or go to work every day, listen to some asshole give you shit because you weren't typing the words fast enough or whatever, and make half that, same amount of time, what would you rather do? It's a no-brainer. Like, would you rather be happy, healthy, no stress, be able to sleep at night, you know, wake up with a smile on your face, or go to work like this. Fuck, I gotta get up, I gotta have a shower, like, come on. And that's why people don't work these days. You know, it's just, I mean, look at someone like me. I walk into a store, if people follow me around, they're gonna steal something. You know what? Like, you know, just because of what, the way I dress, the way I look, because I didn't comb my hair this morning, or give me a break, right? You're not wearing an Armani suit or $500 pair of shoes, or it's like, you You must be one of them riffraff from
Yeah.
them homeless. Oh, whatever. Hey, man. You basically go out there and go, why, man? You know, like, hey. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, maybe they're doing well today, it's tomorrow might not be doing so well. Right? You know, what happens when the housing bubble big bursts and all of a sudden mortgage rates go to 12%? How many people are going to have homeless then? Right? How many people are right now living day to day? Lots of them.
Yeah.
So what could help you right now?
Yeah.
A job in the marijuana industry.
Yeah.
I'd go to work tomorrow 24 hours a day. Put me in a big room, I'd stay there, I'd be happy as a pig and shit. What was that?
And what would like an ideal housing situation look like?
My house is not even bad. On the water. But
You got your plants on the balcony.
no, I have my plants in the garage. I go down there and spend 3-4 hours a day in there, playing tunes. You know? I think I'm a singer, but I'm not. You know. Well,
Cool.
So you were saying earlier, right? Like you walk into a store and they look like they start thinking like you're gonna steal.
well, then I
something,
get followed
right?
around all the
Yeah.
time.
So what's something that you wish more people understood?
Everybody has their own story.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't judge a book by its cover. I don't care who you are, who you think you are. Look, take a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, you're no better than anybody else, man. But I don't care whether you got $100 million in the bank or you got 10 cents.
Yeah.
Right? You're still all going to the same place. You're still all going to end up dead.
Yeah.
Right? And while you're here, show a little bit of compassion for your fellow man.
Yeah.
Because, hey, that could be your son or your daughter or whatever, your mom or your dad or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, it's because things are good today doesn't mean tomorrow's going to be better.
Yeah.
Right? It could be worse in a heartbeat. You know, and people forget that so fast. It's just, you know, and that's one thing I notice about.
Do you think there's any support out there for addiction? Like,
No, not at all.
or even,
I thought
The
Cuffs
support,
was for
the
that.
support
Yeah, I
that
thought
there
that
is for addiction, is like putting a Band-Aid on a friggin' when you cut your arm off.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So what would help? So they don't have it right now.
What would help?
Yeah, what would
I'll
help?
tell you what would help. Is legalize dope. Legalize it.
Right.
That will help. Then you cut out all the crap that's going on. Cut out all the thievery, all the robbery, all that stuff. People go to the drugstore, get their meds. They go to the drugstore to get their friggin' fix.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Bottom line, you cut out 90% of the crap that goes on in the world right now, especially in this city. Because what's happening is crystal meth is taking over and it's killing the young people. Especially under 30 that walk around talking to themselves. Yeah, their brains are mush. What's going to happen in 10 years? They're all going to be institutionalized somewhere. They're going to stab somebody, they're going to kill somebody. Like it's, during the day, it's dangerous in there. I'm afraid to go in the washroom sometimes. It's dangerous. These guys in there tripping out. It is. At my age, it's dangerous for me to be in places like that. You get 5 or 6 of these young punks all screwed up on crystal meth. They think you're looking at them for some stupid reason. I'm having a piss, buddy. You know? But whatever, man. Some of the friggin' things that guys have said to me, it's like, I don't even say nothing. I'm afraid to say something back because who knows what they're going to do? You don't know. I had a cane swung on my head the other day.
wow.
Yeah, because I was standing in Buddy's way. Well, I mean, like, I'm waiting to go to the bathroom. He didn't say excuse me or anything. He swung his cane at my head.
Is
It's
that,
been right
is
about
that
that
what that
much.
is?
No. He would have even had the cane. He would have killed me. I seen it coming. I went, oh, yeah. Hit me in the temple, would have killed me.
And then what happens? You guys are like housed that night in the same place, and
No. Well, I'm on the 3rd floor, so I
Okay.
and it's pretty. It's still. It's crazy up there. They got 4 staff, 2 females, 2 males. You got 120 men upstairs. On the 3rd floor. What happens if a brawl breaks out? what happens? 3 or 4 people get killed before anything happens.
I wondered about that. Yeah.
It's just, it's terrible, man. It's really, and something really bad is going to happen. Now they've cut out the TVs and they cut out the internet. To 10 people out during the day, well, it might work for a day or 2 or a week, but sooner or later, you have nothing to do. What do? They argue, they fight. And what's going to happen is one day, 2 guys are going to get into it, and the next thing you know, it's going to be a brawl of 30, 40 people. I can see that happening soon. Just the way things are slowly evolving, right?
I mean, that was one thing that I noticed last time was there's just people just really wanted a little sense of normalcy to be able to sit there and watch a movie
Or whatever, man, yeah.
or whatever, just sit there watch some TV for a little bit, you know. And so it surprises me that they would take
And they
those
take it
little-
away.
Yeah.
Like you're homeless.
Yeah.
You're already not feeling very proud of yourself or good, you know, a lot of start. I mean, and then what do? You take anything that's even a distraction
And did they
for
explain
20
why?
minutes, half an no, it all of a sudden just come in and pull the freaking things off the thing, and then this morning I got my own data on my phone and stuff, so but now there's no internet and there's no TV.
So Pearson, one of the things that I hope you're getting a sense of is that there's a really big need for social awareness because there's so many misconceptions
That's right.
about
There is.
right. So I just want to say I personally appreciate you taking the time. Like this is all information. Like I mean, we had no idea. And so if we can bring this out to the public and get some really good things going to help where the need is at.
What needs to happen is some of these politicians
Yeah.
need to come to these shelters at 7 o'clock in the morning, stay till 5 o'clock at night. Just sit in there, dress up like you're homeless. Don't walk in there with a suit and a tie and you know, I'm mayor for whatever. Come in there and dress as the rest of the people are. Sit in the corner somewhere and eat the meals, see what's going on. And at 5 o'clock, when they leave there, they'll have a way different perspective of what the hell's going on.
So one of the ideas here, like aside from awareness, is to connect you with jobs, right? So say, for example, right, we connect you to a job by tomorrow, right? For example, we connect you to a job tomorrow. So what's your vision moving forward?
Just go back growing marijuana. That's what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah?
That's what I'm good at. That's where I'm most happy.
Yeah?
How can you not be happy being around a bunch of plants?
Yeah.
Serious.
Gardening, right?
Yeah.
Gardening.
Yeah.
And
And
so
like for me, it's like no matter what it's from, cutting a clone, to watching it grow, to maturity, to manicuring it, to drying it, to smoking it, to making edibles, to making shatters, whatever it is. It's just, it's a whole process, right? I'm always learning. It's like anything at all. Plant's a plant. There's always something you can do better or something that'll make it do better or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's never ending. It's just it's enjoyable. It's relaxing. It's what do you call that? It's even how do you say that? It's
Therapeutic,
It's
maybe?
therapeutic. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But that is. I find it very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Me, because I was diagnosed with PTSD and depression and anxiety. So for me, those things, just being in my room and smelling the smells and watching them grow, for me, it's just like I'm in heaven, man. You know what I mean? There's no distractions. It's just you just are in your own little world there, and you know, I talk to my plants. Usually I name them. And it's just something I do. Right?